Hey everybody, let's revisit the question. Was the Amazon driver justified in defending himself by shooting the dog? Okay, well, here is a question. Isn't it just about human rights to have a safe and healthy workplace condition? Now, this happened in Alabama, so let's go to an Alabama webpage. You have the right to a workplace free from discrimination. You're being discriminated against because you're a human and you defended yourself against the dog. We deitize the dog and we blame the human. That's discrimination. Don't you have a human right to not be discriminated at work? Don't you have a right to a safe workplace? Don't you have the right to not be retaliated against? Yet, if it involves a dog, our dog loving culture will retaliate against you. What about hazardous materials? Chemicals that emit hazardous fumes? Kind of sounds like a dog. Your workplace should be reasonably free of known health and safety hazards. So if you're an Amazon driver, UPS, FedEx, Uber, etc., so on and so forth, your workplace is the streets and the sidewalks that you pay tax money for your local government to take care of. And here's a word, it's called implicit. It's an implied or understood, though not directly expressed. It's like a promise or an agreement. So isn't there an implied promise when you work out on the streets and sidewalks that you should have a safe workplace? When people order something from Amazon, do they not realize they are implying that they want that person to come to their house? Whether or not you ordered it, mistakes could be made. Maybe this guy in Alabama got the wrong address. Maybe his GPS wasn't working. Maybe the order system made a mistake. Those kind of mistakes happen. But when you live in a modern society, there is an implied agreement that you're going to allow a Uber driver, a UPS person, to come to your house, knock on the door, and leave a package. They don't get to come in your house and take your stuff, but you don't need to have a dog that's going to bite them. So it's a human rights violation. It's just simple. They have a right to have a safe workplace. I shouldn't have a chainsaw idling hanging from a hook on my front porch. And then if it falls and cuts the head off of a UPS guy, I can just say, well, you must have messed with my chainsaw. No, you should have a property that is accessible by people that are allowed to access your property. And as an Amazon worker or UPS worker, you're going to see these type of things. Amazon driver is attacked. Here's the story. Mauled by dogs, found dead. Amazon worker is found dead after being mauled by dogs. Do you think that driver wanted to wait until he was dead to defend himself? No. Delivery drivers are being torn up, torn up by these dogs. So that's a violation of their human rights. All the stuff about the bites and the guy having a firearm, I think it's simple. I think the guy just had a right, a human right, to have a safe workplace. You know, if we don't want UPS people on our yard, we can put up a sign. We can ask them to leave it somewhere else. We can put boxes on our porch. We can go to pickup sites. So yes, they deserve a safe workplace. And as far as I can tell from all these stories, all of these ones and the ones I pointed out a little bit earlier, we're not giving these people a safe workplace. UPS and FedEx people are having to constantly step up their game, and that's not right. When people like this and this have to get in their truck and leave for work and be filled with anxiety, worried that if they defend themselves, they'll be demonized and thrown under the bus and have their jobs taken away from them, just the anxiety from knowing they live in a society where this is going on, that's bad for them. It's bad for their wives and husbands and their kids, and it violates their human rights. That's what I think. What do you guys think?